Have you ever noticed something strange? Sometimes when you tell people about your dreams, your excitement slowly disappears. The goal that once felt powerful begins to feel weak. Days pass, weeks pass, and suddenly the dream is forgotten. But when you work quietly, without telling anyone, your focus becomes stronger. Your actions become sharper. Why does this happen? Why do so many dreams die after we speak about them? Today's story will answer this question. This is the story of a young man who learned one of the most powerful lessons of success, the power of silence. Listen carefully, because this story might change the way you chase your dreams forever. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Daniel. He lived in a small, peaceful town surrounded by green hills and quiet forests. Daniel was known in the town as a big dreamer. He always talked about the future and the amazing things he wanted to achieve. One day, he told his friends in the market, "Soon I will start a big business. One day, I will become the most successful man in this town." His friends smiled and nodded. Another day, he told them proudly, "From tomorrow, I will wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. I will work harder than everyone else." A few days later, he said something different. "I will move to the big city and build a successful life." People in the town were used to hearing Daniel talk like this. Some people admired his ambition. Some people laughed behind his back. And some people simply ignored him. But something strange always happened. Whenever Daniel announced a new goal, he felt excited for a few days. Then slowly his excitement disappeared. His motivation faded away, and the dream remained only a dream. Months passed, years passed, but Daniel's life did not change. One evening, after another failed plan, Daniel felt extremely frustrated. He walked alone toward the forest outside the town. The sun was slowly setting, and the sky was painted with beautiful orange colors. Daniel sat near a small river and looked at the water flowing quietly. "Why does this always happen to me?" he whispered to himself. "I have so many dreams, but I never finish anything." As he sat there thinking, he noticed a small wooden house not far from the river. An old man lived there. Many people in the town spoke about this old man. They said he was very wise and understood the secrets of life. Daniel decided to visit him. He walked to the house and knocked on the door. After a few moments, the door slowly opened. A calm old man with white hair and kind eyes looked at him. "Yes, young man?" the old man asked gently. Daniel felt a little nervous, but spoke honestly. "Sir, I need your help." The old man invited him inside. Daniel sat down and began explaining everything. "I have many dreams," Daniel said sadly. "I want to become successful. I want to build a better life. But every time I make a plan, I tell everyone about it. At first, I feel excited, but after a few days, my motivation disappears. I don't understand why." The old man listened quietly without interrupting. After a moment of silence, he stood up and said, "Come with me." They walked outside to a small garden behind the house. The garden was beautiful. Many plants and trees were growing peacefully there. The old man bent down and picked up two small seeds from the ground. He placed one seed in Daniel's left hand and the other in his right hand. "Tomorrow morning," the old man said, "I want you to plant these two seeds." Daniel looked curious. "What should I do after planting them?" he asked. The old man smiled slightly. "For the first seed, plant it near the main road of the town, and tell everyone about it. Tell them proudly that you planted it and that it will grow into a big tree." Daniel nodded slowly. "And the second seed?" he asked. "For the second seed," the old man said softly, "plant it somewhere deep in the forest, and tell no one about it. Take care of it quietly." Daniel agreed and went home. The next morning, he woke up early and followed the instructions. First, he planted the first seed near the busy road of the town. Then he began telling people about it. "Come and see," Daniel said proudly. I planted a special seed here. Soon it will grow into a big tree. People congratulated him. Some said, "That's wonderful." Others said, "Daniel always has great ideas." Daniel felt proud and happy. But after a few days, something familiar happened. His excitement slowly disappeared. He stopped visiting the seed. He stopped watering it. Soon he completely forgot about it. The seed stayed there alone, surrounded by dust and noise. Later that day, Daniel walked deep into the forest. There he planted the second seed in a quiet place near the river. This time he told no one. Every morning, he secretly visited the place. He watered the seed carefully. He protected it from animals. He removed the weeds around it. Days passed. Then one morning something beautiful happened. A tiny green plant appeared from the soil. Daniel smiled with happiness, but he kept the secret. Weeks passed. The plant slowly became stronger and taller. Meanwhile, the seed near the road had almost died. No one cared about it. Even Daniel forgot it existed. After a few months, Daniel returned to the old man. "I don't understand something," Daniel said. "The seed I told everyone about is dead. But the seed I kept secret is growing into a strong plant." The old man smiled gently. "That," he said, "is the lesson you needed to learn." Daniel listened carefully. "When you tell everyone about your plans," the old man explained, "your mind feels satisfied too early. People praise you. They admire your ideas. And your brain feels like you have already achieved something. So your motivation slowly disappears." Daniel nodded slowly. "But when you stay silent," the old man continued, "your energy stays inside you. You keep working because no one knows about your goal. Your focus becomes stronger. Your actions become more powerful than your words." Daniel finally understood. For years he had been chasing attention, not progress. From that day forward, Daniel changed his life. He stopped announcing his plans. He stopped telling everyone about his dreams. Instead, he started working quietly. Every morning, he woke up before sunrise. He studied new skills. He worked harder than ever before. But he told no one. Months passed. Years passed. Slowly his life began to change. He became more disciplined, more focused, more determined. And one day something amazing happened. Daniel finally started a small business. But this time he did not tell anyone until it was already successful. When people in the town discovered his success, they were shocked. "When did this happen?" they asked. "How did you do it?" Daniel simply smiled, because now he knew the secret. Real success is not built with words. It is built with quiet actions. Years later, the small plant Daniel planted in the forest became the biggest tree in the area. Strong, tall, unshakable, just like Daniel's success. And the lesson of this story is simple but powerful. Not every dream needs to be announced. Sometimes the strongest dreams grow quietly in silence. So the next time you have a big plan, don't rush to tell everyone. Protect it. Work on it quietly. Stay focused. And let your success make the noise. Because in the end, the loudest success always comes from the quietest work.